up, baby? Take me out to dinner.
Good morning. I finally set up my camera in a place where I feel like I don't have a double chin. Do I look okay? Okay. I layered up my suitcase on top of this desk so that you'd be a little bit higher and you don't have to stare at my double chin for 5 minutes. Anyways, today, Daisy and her dad are playing tennis. I had a chill morning, watched TikToks, and I'm going to have some breakfast in a bit. Yesterday, we went to a surf competition, and apparently in Nazaré, which is where we were at, there are the biggest waves in the world. It was a really cool experience. Daisy likes to surf, so it was really exciting for her, and it was something new for me, so I thought it was really, really cool. We got up super early, and I fell asleep in the car. We got there really early, got coffee, and watched people surf, watched the competition, and then we went for a walk on the beach. We do leave in 2 days. It has been a really enjoyable trip. I am so lucky and blessed to be able to get out of the country. It was quite a journey to get out. It's been a really good trip. I am ready to go home though. Like I said in my last video, I really do miss my things. I feel like I've run out of clothes. I've run out of everything. We've done laundry, so at least we have that, but I'm just like kind of sick of wearing the same thing. Last night we had a really delicious dinner, but I was thinking I love cooking and I kind of miss making food. Today's video, I wanted to talk about something a little bit different, which is not being or feeling like you're cool enough, like you're hot enough, like you're smart enough, like you're whatever enough of. I have gone through a long journey to get to where I'm at today. I posted a story yesterday because I got an email from YouTube saying that I reached 3 million views on YouTube. All right, I know for a lot of YouTubers, you can get 3 million views in one video, but for me, that's never happened. And my YouTube channel and growth has been a very long journey, a long time coming. And there are times when I feel like, you know what, I'm not good enough. I'm not cool enough to make videos. There are people making cooler videos that are better editors, that are smarter, that have more knowledge to share or whatever. Like I've gone through so many waves of feeling that way. And so I really wanted to talk about it because I'm feeling really honestly grateful for my journey at this point. I've learned so much, not being the best right away. I get better every single day at editing, I feel like, or at storytelling, at creating, at coming up with video ideas, and doing things that I love. And this isn't just about YouTube, because I know not everyone's a YouTuber or wants to be. Just in general, like, I've gone through so many waves my whole life feeling like I'm not the cool kid, I'm not like the cool one, or I'm not the smartest one. I have a few stories about this. In 7th grade, I was literally bullied out of the school because there was this group of cool girls and they decided like I wasn't gonna be the cool girl. And so they bullied me, making me feel like that I wasn't worthy of being there at that school. I remember right after I was bullied, I made a conscious decision to like never be that person again, never be the weirdo. That makes me so sad to think about my 7th grade self making a conscious decision not to be weird anymore, not to stand out in that way and to just be cool. Like that's all I wanted, is to just fit in and feel like I had somewhere where I belonged and like people didn't look at me and think she's weird. And I had always been like the weird one that's just like goofy and silly, and like that was just me. So I remember doing that, and in high school I wanted to fit in so bad and just have as many friends as possible. And I remember like many times where I didn't feel like I was smart enough. I remember in high school I joined AP classes for the first year. You had to, you know, test for this, and you had to have like really good grades and all this. Like you couldn't just get into AP classes. You had to have like some sort of reason and like show that you're worthy, and I got in. So like I was worthy of being there, but I remember everyone else I thought was so much smarter. I was like, they are geniuses and I'm not a genius. And so I ended up getting out of AP classes because the next year, because I felt like I wasn't worthy of being there. I felt stupid compared to everybody else because I was comparing myself. With YouTube, I guess I've always felt like the same way. Like I always felt like people had cooler editing styles and cooler video ideas and better cameras, and you know, they grew up with a lot of money, so their backgrounds look amazing and they're able to share this glamorous life and travel and whatever. And I always felt like I wasn't good enough, wasn't worthy of being on the platform because I didn't have these great ideas or equipment or editing. I wasn't smart enough. I couldn't figure it out on my own or like whatever. There's just so many times in my life where I realized that I'm putting myself down when nobody else is doing that. Like everyone is so focused on themselves and no one cares about what anyone else is doing really. I mean, I'm sure there's times when people are like, oh, that girl's weird, or like her videos are cringe, because trust me, a lot of them are. But over the last couple years, I would say last 3 years, since my last breakup, I decided who I wanted to be. I decided that I was going to take risks. I decided I wasn't going to care what anyone thinks of me because what they think of me doesn't matter. I finally was able to push past like barriers that I put on myself, which just made me think when I saw that, I was like, wow, like I have made so much progress in my life and I've done everything on my own. And yeah, I didn't grow up with money, but I created everything that I've created for myself. And I am worthy and good enough to be wherever I want to be and doing whatever I want to do and being the person that I want to be. I finally gained this confidence that I saw in others that I never saw in myself. And I think it took experiencing so much and realizing that I literally only have one life and I have to do everything in my power to make it the life that I want, because I'm not gonna get anything else out of this life but whatever I put into it. And I can't be doing that for somebody else or like for what other people think of me. You know, life is short and you never know when it's gonna end. I just realized there's not enough time to care what anyone thinks. I think I realized a lot after my dad passed away that didn't hit me until a little later. One thing that my dad always did was whatever he wanted. He did not care what anyone said. He didn't care what anyone thought of him. He did what he wanted to do and he made so much happen. Was the type of person that was very creative, whether it was good or not. He created. And sometimes things were cool and sometimes things weren't cool, and he didn't care. Like he would just keep going. Like there was nothing stopping him. I think that's something I learned from him, but I didn't realize. My reason for making this video is really because I hope that you don't have to go through an experience like that to realize your power and your worth, what you can make of this life. I hope that anyone watching this is able to push past those barriers and those dark thoughts. I think we all have negative thoughts. We are our worst critic. I know I'm really hard on myself. And I think what makes you cool enough, smart enough, best at whatever you want is doing it. But I think sometimes when we say, you aren't this, you aren't that, we believe it. And then we don't try. Nothing to do with like fake it till you make it. It's not that, it's learn until you make it. If you aren't smart enough, read, like learn the skill that you want. Learn from others, ask other people. I think I was really afraid to ask for help. And I finally have realized that no one's gonna help you if you don't ask, and you're never gonna learn, you're never gonna get better. I think we're all so hard on each other because we are comparing ourselves to others, but there is enough for everybody. There is enough to go around. If you want something, there's room for you. And I think a lot of people don't say that because we're afraid that there isn't enough room. And yeah, there's gonna be people that turn you down and that say, I'm not gonna help you achieve your goals, but there are going to be people there that will help you. You might be afraid of judgment. You might be afraid that person's gonna look at you funny or they're gonna think I'm weird. But at the end of the day, does that matter? And does that matter more than getting what you actually want out of this life? For me, it doesn't. For me, it's more important to get what I want and to make things out of my life that I've always dreamed of, rather than if someone thinks I'm weird or I'm not pretty enough or I'm not good enough. For me, it's more important to just be good enough for myself. Like I said, it took a while to get to that point. It took a lot of trauma. It took a lot of horrible events for me to reach that. But I hope for others it takes just a YouTube video and hearing someone say that you are worthy of your dreams and you are good enough, you are hot enough, you are cool enough, you're smart enough, you're talented enough. So that's my video. That's my little rant for the day. I hope you liked it. I hope you're liking all the videos that are coming out of being here in Portugal. I am really feeling creative here. And when I get back home, when I have all my equipment and everything, I have so many cool ideas for videos and for content. So I am feeling really grateful, and I hope that you got something out of this video that you can use to make your life better for you and what you want out of it. That's all for now. I'll see you in this video right here.